All right, everyone. Welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Thursday, August 23rd, 2018. All right, so today in the astrology, we have the moon shifting out of Sagittarius and going into Capricorn the later part of the day. So more than likely feeling this shift at some point. The first part of the day still, like it has been the past few days, really good for accessing a bit of this spirit for life or transforming our perspective on things, right? Seeing things in a new light, and from that, listening to a bit of that spirit. But as the day unfolds, getting into more of the grounded energies of Capricorn, going into tomorrow, likely themes around what we can do that takes time, that requires patience, perseverance, things of this nature, likely the theme. So no major aspects until we get to the weekend. We do have a full moon over the weekend. So as we do approach that, likely more awareness coming in at this time and a bit more energy and momentum. But today the moon is going to be going over Mars retrograde, who's going to go direct here in about a week. So maybe a new chapter with still reconsidering what we want and what motivates us and drives us, but maybe moving this forward in some way with this new chapter today. All right, so let's look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Thursday. The moon will be right in between the two constellations of Sagittarius and Capricorn. As you can see, we are using the actual size of the constellations, which is different from mainstream astrology. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to check out that link down below because the signs are different. All right, so the moon here, moon represents the theme and likely how we're feeling with the emotional body and what our concerns are. Moon is often our concerns as well for that same reason. So this shift, where the past couple days have been more of a theme regarding our belief systems, shifting our perspectives, maybe developing a bit of that inspiration and listening to that spirit. And so still a great day for that, at least the first part of it. But as we go through the day, and especially as we get into tomorrow, more of the Capricorn energies. So this is then developing more of the patience, right? Capricorn is all about how things do take time, how we can access a bit of this slow and steady attitude and qualities within ourselves, right? And so we could just be feeling this way later part of the day, maybe a bit reserved, detached, but because of that, very productive, right? So anything that does require that productive, long-term, patient, disciplined approach, really good to develop as we get into tomorrow. All right, so that's the most important thing. Again, a full moon over the weekend, so I'll make a video on that tomorrow. That's going to be in Aquarius, so a lot of insight coming in regarding where we can bring in a bit more of this freedom in our life and listen to our true self and our individuality and express that and cultivate that. And this is very much similar, the opposite sign here of Leo, which the sun's been transiting. So still today, as it has been the past couple weeks, really good to be expressing ourselves, right? Sun and Leo gaining energy through either doing creative things, having some fun, entertainment, seeing that kind of lighter, playful perspective on life, right? These types of things, and whatever does give us that energy and life force, really good to focus on and cultivate at this time. All right, so yeah, in terms of the aspects, no major aspects today. The moon will be going over that Mars retrograde, who has recently shifted back into Sagittarius. So maybe a new chapter here regarding what we've likely been reflecting on these past really couple months now in regarding who we are and what we want, right? If there's been this kind of reconsideration that you've noticed, our needs, what we want, right? What motivates us and drives us. This has all been going through this reflection. So that's going to be the case until Mars goes direct in about a week. But with the moon activating this, there could be another step in the right direction with this. Maybe an understanding, but I would say fundamentally a new chapter. Some sort of new chapter with, seeing our, what we want and our desires in a way that's maybe a little bit clearer, or we start to shift into a type of new direction with it. Now, of course, still be reflective on the whole thing, The planet's still, of course, retrograde, but some sort of new shift with this more than likely here today. All right, and so it does make it, in either case, even though Mars is retrograde, a good day for cultivating a bit of this independence, right? This sort of drive, cultivating things that require action and initiative, likely feeling this quite strong. And again, that could certainly be contributing to what is a new chapter with some of these qualities of ourself. Okay. And yeah, so that's the most important thing today. Along with that, the moon is going to be squaring up to Uranus. So in the later part, maybe wanting some freedom on a minor note, maybe feeling emotionally restrictive in some way, collectively speaking. And so wanting to break through more than likely with this, or just feeling a bit restless or impulsive or erratic with the square to Uranus. So good to be observant of this. It's usually the side of ourself that does want to make changes and does want freedom in our life and to structure our life so that there is more freedom. But of course, doing this in constructive ways, right? So listening to that true self, yet being present with it, being intentful with it. In fact, if there's anything we can do to set intentions to create some changes, really good way of working with this square. All right. But most important thing, moon over that Mars retrograde, another step of understanding what we're reflecting on, what we're reconsidering in terms of who we are and what we want with that Mars going back into Sagittarius. All right, and then the theme of the day, the first part, again, really good for listening to that spirit of life, what expands our horizons, what inspires us, and then going into tomorrow, what takes work, what takes time, right? How can we develop a bit of that patient perspective and cultivate those qualities in our life. All right, so have a great day, everyone. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the full moon forecast. Take care.